Alright everyone, so this is my Rollinia tree. This is the main one in the ground here, and I'll show you the flowers and what a male and a female flower looks like. They do change, so the female, they start out as female flowers when they first open, then they become male flowers. So this one here at this stage I believe is a female flower, and you can tell because it's only slightly open. If I tap it as well, there shouldn't be any pollen coming out. Yeah, so nothing on my hand there. So that's a female flower, and I've got some pollen. We're going to pollinate that in a second, but I'll see if I can just find a male flower to show you the difference. Alright, I can't find another male flower, but I'll show you another female flower just so you can understand the difference. So you can see that one's really very barely open, so that's definitely a female flower at this stage. Right, now I've got my pollen here, which I've collected previously, and it's just going to be tricky how to do this one-handed, but anyway, so you can see the small white specks there are all pollen. The rest is just I think stamen or bits of the flower basically. It's a little bit windy, so I'm going to have to be careful doing this. I've got my small paintbrush here as well. It's nice to try and get as fine a point on that as possible. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do, is to play IVF doctor basically for plants. So so first of all I'm going to have to get some of this pollen. Now I'm just going to put this down on the ground here, see if I can scoop up. Alright, so I'm just going to get some of the pollen on the brush here, quite a fair bit on there. I'm going to take that up to one of these female flowers. Okay, basically I want to get that brush in there. Alright, I've only got part of the brush in there, but basically you put it in there and rub the pollen in, so I can only do this so well with two hands. So one hand holding the phone, of course. Alright, so I hope that gave you some idea of how to pollinate Rollinia flowers. It's probably not the best film quality, given I'm trying to do the pollination and hold the phone at the same time, but I'll just come back. This flower, this is now a day or two later, or this is now a day or two later, but this is now, I believe, a male flower. Oops, the top came off there. And you're left with this, which should, in theory, become a fruitlet. I've got some fruitlets starting to develop. They're still really small, but you can see this one's been on there for a few days and it's starting to develop. There's also another one down here, which is starting to develop. So I'm pretty excited that I might finally get Rollinia in Sydney. I'll take you over to the other tree again. Yeah, this is really a male flower here. Again, oh, there goes the top. So if I just have a look here though, if I just shake that about, you'll be able to see some of the pollen and stamen that comes off there. So yeah, you can see some of that pollen in there, those little white specks. But yeah, that's my Rollinia trees at the moment. The pollination's happening. When these flowers are open, they're actually quite fragrant as well, which I didn't realise. And there's only a few flowers open at any one time because it's still a smallish tree, but they do get quite fragrant and quite a pleasant sweet smell when you're close by. So these leaves are getting nice and big now, you can see. you know, getting quite large. So, so yeah, the trees are just loving all the rain. We had 100 millimeters rain, I think, yesterday. So it's quite an incredible amount. The ground is all sodden at the moment. But yeah, this is the other Rollinia tree. It's quite tall. And again, putting out some nice new growth. The leaves aren't quite as big as the other one, but they're nice and lush and green, which is nice. So yeah, fingers crossed for some fruits this year, guys. And look, if you do have Rollinia in the ground and you see those flowers developing, give hand pollination a go if you want to ensure you get some fruitlets and potentially some fruit. All right, hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Bye.